So you're a performance artist, a musician, an author, a housing advocate for adults living with mental illness and poverty, a food security activist. How do you carve out time for all your writing in the midst of that?
There aren't enough hours in the day, and I'm learning to prioritize things more strategically as I get older. And I'm not in a band project right now, but I haven't sold my bass rig. Like, I think there's still one more band left in me. So if you're listening out there, maybe it's our band yet to be conceived of. But yeah, I'm sort of balancing writing and working a little bit less than full time right now in my unrelated work. And that gives me the time to write. But you know, the other thing I'm discovering is that my eyes, which have been poor my whole life, are even getting worse now. So I don't find that I can write that much in the evening. So I try to write on the days that I'm not going into the other work I do. I try to focus on writing, and I try to focus on writing on the weekends. So for me, writing was sort of something I always thought I'd get to when I was old. And as I aged, I didn't feel old yet. Writing was just one of many things I liked to do. And when I started, it was with a zine, it was with a mini comic, drawing and writing, and then it was children's books. And I didn't think I would write a story. I thought I would write a picture book. And so I was very hesitant about embracing the writing aspect. And I'm not sure why. I guess I didn't know if I had the skills or I didn't have the confidence, but I did keep finding that was a place to tell story, to explore. And it wasn't until, I guess, in terms of craft, it wasn't until the last, I would say 8 to 10 years that I've been really nerding out on that, you know, and embracing the identity of a writer.
How great an impact does your work providing housing support for adults with mental health challenges, engaging in social justice initiatives, have on your writing? For example, did it have any impact on the characters and stories that emerged in this book?
Yeah, for sure it did. And probably for all my books, because I mean, while I would never take a scenario I've encountered or a person's circumstance that I've encountered in my other job, I wouldn't go home and like, oh, that's great, that's a doozy, I'm going to write about that. In fact, people's lives are way too outlandish. And if you were to write down what happened to people's lives, the people that I work with, audiences would not accept it. They would say, this is crazy talk. Like, this is not possible. These circumstances are too stacked against a person, or there's too much synchronicity appearing in this story. So it infiltrates everything, and it infiltrates the way I see the world. So that indirectly is just oozing through everything, whether it's a performance art piece or whether it's a story. The truth is that my a very close friend lives a block north of me in a set of brownstones, and she has some really rowdy neighbors, and all night long and all day they are sitting out in their, you know, lawn chairs, blasting their music and barbecuing, like basically right in front of her front door. And she calls them the Stoops. The Stoops are out again. And it's like when you're in her apartment, you can hear everything. It's like they're right in the front room. So it's like her extended family, unchosen. So I just started calling it Stoop City. And then I realized, oh my God, that is my book. Like, that's bringing these stories together.